nation being connected. I mean, your nation is connected, but if everybody in that nation is on one accord, then you're going to thrive. So let's say Africa, like most of the exports is like minerals and shit, right? Minerals, maybe like fruits, vegetables, agriculture. They're rich in it, right? Diamonds, gold, a lot of mineral shit, but they not together with it. So that's why, like, the Europeans are coming in and capitalizing off that shit, because all the different African states is divided. Everybody's against each other. So the foreigners, that's how they're able to come in and occupy and colonize these areas and then extract the resources and take it back home. That's what the fuck he doing. That's why I be like, I know they not my friends. I know who my enemy is. But at the same time, I understand that it's not, as a man thinketh, so shall he be. It's not about, like, the physical aspect, because this shit, this is a spiritual war, right? So it's mental, it's not physical. It's not, I can overpower his little goofy ass and take his shit, you feel me? Like, I can do whatever the fuck I want to do to him physically. He can't compete with me. But mentally, competency-wise, he knows shit that I don't fucking know. He has resources that I don't have. I may have these resources and don't even realize I got these fucking resources. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what I'm like, this shit, but that's what they do. And that's what I'm trying to do. Because I can't do it with my people, so I'm going to have to do it myself and just be the example. Doing commerce, international trade. We do it every fucking day. Don't you buy shit from fucking Amazon? Where you think it's coming from?
Man, what's going down, man? What's the deal? Pimps.
What it do, man? On this bright, sunny Tuesday morning, man. What's up with y'all, man?
Can't call it, might spoil it. Can't call it, might spoil it. Can't call it, might spoil it.
Can't call it, might spoil it.
What you said, what you say. Man. Yeah, man.
What's good? Tony in the building, man. Bright and
early, man. Tony rocking with you, man.
Well, what's good, man?
Yes, sir.
Pitbull Max supplements. That's what I'm talking about. Max out. Max out. Man, that's what's up. My man got, hold up. My man got supplements for the dog. Okay. Hold up. Well, who we got in the building? I know that face, man. Who is this?
Hey, is that Ed?
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on, Ed?
Nothing much. What's going on? Hold on. I can't barely hear you. Hold on. I get it. What's going on, y'all?
Okay. You official now? You official?
Like a ref and a whistle, baby. What's happening?
Weird, man.
You oh yeah?
Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, what's happening, man? You say you're official. What's going on?
Yeah, what's going on? Oh, much, man.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, what's good with you?
What's going on, Pimps?
Man, never day, never dollar player. You know what
it is, man. Yes, sir.
Never day above ground. I'm trying to throw down, man. Who want over that, man? They don't want this smoke, man. They don't want no smoke, man. We is locked and loaded, and this shit is exploded. It's everywhere. It's all over the room. This sauce, it's dripping, it's dropping, it's catch it. Better catch it.
Yeah, man. What's the topic of the day, fellas?
Topic of the day is we're gonna talk about contract law. Yeah.
What? I'm lost. What's that?
Your laws with brother. Today you're gonna be found.
Okay, all right.
So contract law. You deal with contract law every day. You've been dealing with contract law since your birth.
Yeah, he going in and out, man. You got to get his stuff together, bro. But how you doing?
I'm all right, man. Trying to get this car together, man. So.
Oh yeah, what you working on?
Working on this catalytic converter right now.
Okay. You put what you put the yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm putting the catalytic converter on right now. So.
Yeah. Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
See, man, hold on. You ain't gonna just say that. Like, see, it's normal for us to do stuff like that, but the average young man today don't even know what the hell a catalytic converter is. They think it's some what's that? A new car that the GMC came out? New caddy. The Ville, Seville. What's that? 2-door? It's a coupe.
Nah, man. I come from. I got a PhD in fuck around and find out university. So.
And he do.
So you know.
But look, that's how you learn, though. That's
how yes, sir.
Learn. You know, you try it first. You just fuck it up a little bit more than it already was. Then you get pay somebody to fix it. You know, but you always try your hand first.
Right.
Hey, you got Lone Wolf in the building. Tony in. Well, man, glad y'all with us today. And Drake, he probably at the gym right now.
What's good? What's good, Lone Wolf? My man in the building. Early.
Okay, let's get to it.
Yeah, man. So today, man, we'll talk about contract law, man. I'm not gonna go into too much depth. I don't want to confuse nobody, but this is not something that we don't, we do there's different type of contracts, right? You have written contracts, you have verbal contracts, you have implied contracts, different type of contracts. But if you don't understand contract law, and they have maxims, maxims of law, contract, when you're dealing with contracts, terms of contracts, what the verbiage means, you know what I mean? What qualifies a contract as having standing in law, right? To where I can have a contract with Big A, and now I can go, if he's in breach of contract, I can take him to court and I can get remedy, right? I can sue him. Okay. That's why the only reason a person can sue you is because there must be a contract. If there's no contract, then they can't sue. Right, you in breach of contract. That's the only reason somebody can take you to court.
Yeah, man. I'm glad I got my little brother up here, man. Ed, you don't remember when I signed the contract for the restaurant, do you?
No, I don't remember the contract for the restaurant.
Do you remember the build out?
Yeah.
You remember the hurry up and wait? Where we were trying to get the address taken care of.
Yeah.
And inspections and all of that stuff, man. And what we planned to work out to have the doors open within 30 days turned into like 6 months.
Yeah, I definitely remember that.
Yeah. And that's 4 months paying rent out the pocket.
Yeah.
Because I'm locked into a contract.
Yeah. We got Big A. You put yourself out there. So I'm gonna use you, for this.
I could tell. I like I say, I could tell y'all a whole bunch of stuff to do right, but more importantly, I can tell you what to do wrong, what not to do.
Now, all right. Now, tell us what to do right, and then tell us how you did it wrong. Give us one example. One example is something that like that for the first thing that comes to mind when you was in business, you had your business and you were starting out. One thing that you did right, you did it right, but then tell us. I'm sorry, you did it wrong, but tell us first the right way to do it, and then tell us how you did it wrong.
The right way to do it was to be, first of all, have a set number built into your business plan that works for your setup. You know, a lot of times it's just like buying a car. You go to the dealership with a set number, but you walk out paying $5,000 over what you wanted to get with something that walking out with something that you didn't want. Having proper consultation prior to, and proper consultation comes from mentors, having a good business mentor who's already in the game or has skin in the game. Next thing is like I say, man, having a lawyer. You never want to sign a contract. You never, even if you take it home and overlook the contract, you still want to get legal advice on your contract prior to signing. Next thing, after with the contract, you definitely need to get with an accountant first to see if the numbers make sense. You know, these are things that you may think that you have under control, but it's a lot of hidden factors. A lot of certain licenses that you might need that you didn't know. It's a lot of loopholes and stuff like that you can handle or have handled for you. So like I say, man, starting with a good foundation means everything. Yeah, man.
Okay. Now, I want to say this. Now, you said a lot. I'm trying to unpack everything, but I'm trying to see where I want to start with it. So basically, when you're dealing with contracts, man, it's nothing. I don't know why we get scary. Now Big A, right? Tell me if I'm right or wrong. When you signed that, whatever that first, whether it was you signed the lease for the brick and mortar location you got, or whether it was I don't know, maybe you bought it. You got a 30 year mortgage, whatever. When you signed that original, like you knew how much bread was on the line, and you knew that, okay, if I sign this is it. Ain't no turning back. It's go time if I sign this piece of paper.
Yeah.
What was going through your mind at that time? Did you have, okay, I know it was going to your mind, but let me say this. Was there fear? Was there any fear or doubt in your mind?
Yes and no. I think if you jump into something overconfident, there's always room for you to overlook something and make a mistake. Fear can be a good thing, so it was a little bit of both. But for me, it was more of a relief, opening the door, jumping into real entrepreneurship. Because at that point in time, I was trying to figure things out, man. Like I didn't, all I knew was how to hustle, on the street level. And after coming home, trying to find my way through the fog and stuff like that, working jobs. And I kept a job when I came home. I worked it, the entire time. But just trying to stand on my own too. It was like, man, I'm jumping out there. It was exciting. And they usually say, and it was true, because they usually say when you first open your business, especially your first business, you have a 6-month adrenaline rush before everything starts to settle down. So that played a big part in it, man. I was excited, bro. I was excited. And but I was nervous too. Yeah, but the main thing for me was like, if I would rather jump this way and take my chances going this way with the big sharks than get out there in the streets, because I knew it would, go that direction. So if I was going jump out there again, man, I'm gonna jump this direction and I ain't looking back. Yeah.
Okay.
So to speak.
So there was a level of fear, but at the same time, there was a level of confidence there too.
Yeah. Yep.
So we can assume that there was that you weren't fully confident. There was some doubt in signing that contractual agreement.
Yeah. When I signed that contract, I was like, okay, because I had money, but from a business perspective, I wasn't looking at it properly. I just because I got money doesn't mean it's all good. Because I had a nice chunk of change. I had a nice chunk of change, you know, and that goes into detail to talk about just because you got money or you know how to make money doesn't mean that you know how to keep money, manage money, and invest money.
Right.
So those are things that a lot of people get misconstrued, man. Yeah, you are earning, but are you a learner? You know?
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's mine right there.
yeah,
He's talking to me. He's talking to me.
Yeah. He talking to me, talking to everybody. He talking. I hear him too. Shit.
Yeah.
But and that's the thing. That's why I wanted to talk about contract law today, because a lot of the issues, even a lot of the stuff we talked about yesterday, when dealing with distractions, a lot of the issues that we deal with, what's good, Tony? Who else in here? Let me see real quick. Quick, what's good? Elevated, what's good? Insane, what's good? A lot of the shit that we deal with on a regular basis is due to a lack of knowledge. I ain't trying to get religious, but if you know your Bible, you blow the dust off that Bible you got. And if you turn to Hosea 4:6, it says that my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. And because thou hateth knowledge, or rejective knowledge, I'm sorry, though thou rejective knowledge, I will also reject thee. So you're not even in favor with God. If you're a Christian, you feel me, and you're not, and you're in lack of knowledge, and you're not somebody in pursuit of knowledge, then you're not even in God's favor.
Yeah. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? That's how deep this shit is. So it's deeper than just, oh, I don't feel like it, or laziness. That's a sin. Sloth. These are sins for a reason. These are things that you don't want to do. Yeah. Not just because of the religious aspect. Even if you're not a religious person, these maxims, because that's all the Bible is all these laws in the Bible. They're just maxims. They're rules to govern yourself with, so you can have a certain outcome in life. Look at it beyond the religious aspect, because I don't care what religion you are. All religions have a code, right? Guidelines, rules, things that you must do, right? And things you must practice, and things you must implement in your life. But it's for a reason, because it's going to benefit you in the long run. But you'll never know that benefit if you got to take initiative first to even apply it to your life, to even see the benefit. Most people won't get past that part. But now we're dealing with contract law. You sign contracts every day, all day. You got an apartment, don't you? You got a house, don't you? You leasing, or you renting, or you have a mortgage, or you got lease with option to buy, whatever. These are all contracts. You got a car, you had to sign a contract. You got insurance, that's a contract. You got this app that we going live on, that's a contract. You had to contract with YouTube in order to use their platform. It's terms and conditions, right? If you see terms and conditions that we never read, nobody ever reads. Nobody, right? You just click that box, the thumbs up, the check mark that box, and because you're just trying to hurry up. I'm trying to hurry up, get this down. I just want to use the app. But those terms and conditions, that's the contract. Now, in law, right? The legalities of it. There's certain things that must be in place for a contract to have standing, right? No judge will award anybody any money or any restitutions or any remedy based off of a fraudulent contract. Now, all of this shit that we, this is what makes a contract legally binding. You need both parties or all parties present, right? They need to sign at the same time. It must be notarized. And if you want to go a step further, I would put it on the county record. I go down to the recorder of deeds and put it on the county record. Now, not only do we, so it's not only a private document. We now make a contract. We made that a public contract because anybody can go and look that up and see that contract. So now, if Big A decides, oh well, you know what, I ain't trying to do this. Now I have to say, you know what, okay, I'm in agreement with that. Now we can change the terms of the contract. That's called an amendment. We're amending the contract.
Man, that's what I was saying, bro. That's why I was trying to tell my homeboy the other day, man, before he signed that contract. Mm-hmm. He went to the guy, and it was already a situation because the guy didn't want him to have that location, and we all know why for the most part. But it is what it is. And my whole thing was, first of all, if you had somebody to represent you and go out there and handle things for you, you would have been, you could have had a different outcome. Second, did you go in there with a counter plan, and he was like, nah, he wasn't trying to hear it. I was like, well, what kind of contract did you sign? Said I signed a 5-year contract. To me, and in my experience, you don't want to sign a 5-year contract starting out, and I was trying to tell him, he was like, that was the only thing that he was signed because he wanted to lock you in. Now that you locked in, you don't know if you're going to be successful or not. You don't know, the whole nine. You don't, things could go south. Now you locked in a 5-year contract. You could have tried to negotiate. I told him, I would have tried to negotiate on a 5-year contract that we year to year. You know what I'm saying? We could work on something, give me a 1-year contract and extend it for 5 years. Something like that versus you being locked into a contract. It's a lot of things that people don't think about stepping out there, man, and getting themselves put in a predicament of a situation. He went out there by himself. He really didn't review the contract in its totality like it should have, as far as having a mentor or somebody else looking at it. So he's going off of the knowledge that he has in his head, and the knowledge that he has isn't enough. It's not. So, whether you win or you lose, it's a crapshoot in that situation. And 9 chances out of 10, you're gonna lose because they already up on game. The contract is drawn up like that for them to win. So you got to, especially starting out with your first business, man. Yes, you need counseling. Every step of the way, you need counseling. Yeah. In some form or manner, Ed, what it tell me, man? What when we had that barbecue restaurant, man? Tell me, what are some things that you learned about that from the business side?
I learned that advertising, first and foremost, I learned that advertising is key when it comes to promoting your business.
Man, but hey, and I try to tell these folks, man, you got to get creative with that type of stuff. Remember when they be knocking the door down and stuff, trying to get us to spend $300-400 a month on like a 1 square inch advertisement in a magazine that nobody look at.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, so
now hold on, speak on that. Advertise, because you just y'all be saying stuff and y'all be dropping bombs, but then it's just like boom. Y'all just be like boom. No, that was
okay. So let me break down the okay.
Go ahead.
Let me break down the importance of advertising, and let me break down how advertising is the cornerstone to everything. You have a product that is trash. It's not about the product, it's about the advertising. Okay, so let's dive into it a little further. Okay, we can look at Big Pharma. Big Pharma owns the majority of all cable companies that you see. Everything that every cable company they own it. That's why whenever you watch cable TV, you will see medicine commercials left and right. Medicine, 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 because that's big pharma pushing their agenda. All right. So now let's think about Nike. Nike wasn't nothing until Bo Jackson came around first, then Jordan. Those faces, the faces of advertising, them advertising the shoe saved the company. Okay, let's go a little further. You got the whole Super Bowl. The Super Bowl, doesn't generate as much money as everybody thinks they do. They make more money off of advertising than anything else, because advertising is what runs it. Advertising is the cornerstone to every single business. Advertising, man, you can never have enough advertising. With that being said, advertising is just like insurance. It's just like insurance. You're gonna get taken advantage of, and then you got to know how to mitigate around. Not mitigate, but you got to know how to move around and maneuver in that advertising space, man. Because advertising costs money. That is the one thing that makes businesses thrive or fail is advertising. Like I say, you can have a trash product, but the advertising is you put it in a nice box and got good advertising. You can shit in a box and sell it as organic, But yeah.
Now,
What's up?
Now I'm gonna use this analogy.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even really an analogy because it really happened, but marketing, I don't think people realize, bro, a business, advertisement and marketing that's your business. I don't care if you selling a product or a service. If I don't know that if Big A got sauce, right? He got the best fucking barbecue sauce on the planet. But I ain't never tasted it. I ain't never met him. I don't know he exists or the barbecue sauce exists. How can he make that sale? He can't. He can't convert. He can't even convert. It ain't nothing to convert because I don't even know it exists. So you got to get it out there. You got to get it in my face. I need to see that sauce in the stores when I go shopping. I need to see that at the gas station. I need to see the bill on the billboard. I need to hear it on the radio. Oh, new sauce, Big A sauce. You got to try it. Oh, it's so good. All the radio stations. I'm like, God damn, man, let me try this damn sauce. Everywhere I go, I'm seeing this shit. Let me try this shit. McDonald's.
Hey,
McDonald's got a new sandwich out. How the fuck do you?
Yeah. What's up? Oh, I think he went out. But Tony said you can't be scared to start at the bottom, especially if you got a good product, guerrilla market. For real. No, I mean the thing is, it ain't about necessarily the money that you spend in advertising, because the less money you have, the more creative you have to be. And then, with social media and all that other stuff, and it's plenty of ways to get creative with advertising. You just gotta get out there.
Hold up, Big A. Somebody crackling.
I think that's you.
Can you hear it?
No.
I don't hear nothing.
All right, maybe it's on mine. All right.
I think that's you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
My cricket phone. All right. Go ahead.
Yeah. Hey man, you got to stop fooling with T-Boo, man. I'm trying to tell you now. Just messing with you. But nah, man. Advertising and marketing is like the cornerstone of everything, man. When it comes to success or failure, and people don't think about that. They think you can just open the doors and, if you build it, they will come. It doesn't work like that, man. It doesn't work like that. Yeah, definitely. What you gotta say, Ed?
Oh, I'm just taking it all in, man. I'm out here.
Yeah. So you remember any avenues that we were using when we were advertising?
Facebook for one, with boosting I don't know how to the proximity shit like that.
What about we had some social media creators too?
Yeah, we had what's his name? Dano. I forgot that man's name.
Yeah.
But he was more like a club promoter than anything, honestly.
Yeah, and that goes to show you that you gotta have the right. You can advertise wrong. You know.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah.
But he did bring some people in though, but it wasn't,
Yeah.
it wasn't, it wasn't nothing compared to what we could have been doing.
Yeah. Yeah. What about the magazines? We made it in the magazine, and how many people came from the magazine?
Yeah.
So imagine, with that laugh, y'all probably know it wasn't that many people that would come from the magazine. The majority of the people that came to our restaurant were from word of mouth, and
And from Yelp too. We got a lot of Yelp. Yeah.
And that's where I should have maximized the advertising instead of fooling with, because we made the magazine a few times or whatnot, man. It wasn't nothing. It wasn't and so imagine if you spent thousands of dollars, because I think they wanted like $1,500 a month to make like to get like a whole page of advertising. Like, man, you keep that. Yeah.
I think a whole page probably would have made a difference because the dude I'm working for now, his chicken spot, he been featured in a couple magazines, and his spot stay jumping now.
Oh yeah, what other advertising he got?
He got a whole social media manager, so they post on Instagram, Facebook,
and that's another thing. I'm glad you said that. Having a social media manager, you can't do it all. But go ahead. Yeah. What else?
Yeah. He got a whole person for social media. They hire them. They pay them by the hour for social media.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's all they doing is boosting and promoting and photography.
We should have did that instead of mess with Dano and old girl.
Yeah. See, we know that now.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's why I was saying there's a lot of things that from that level that I can tell you what not to do. And I can tell you exactly why not to do it.
Right.
Nah, you know what I'm saying? It's all at the same time, I'm well versed on handling the business that I need to handle now. And I know better to what I don't know to get the right representative for me to handle the business that I don't know. And I spent years licking my wounds, man, because I shut the restaurant down after it was 4.5 years. Yeah, because I just got tired of dealing with a bad business partner, man. But it is what it is, man. But yeah, what Tony M say? He say it's all investment cost. It's all investment cost of doing business. Big facts. And what they don't understand, Tony, is if you think you a know-it-all or you don't want to listen to the facts at hand, or you don't want to do your due diligence, man, you got a long way down, boy. It's a long way down. Yeah.
Yeah, and what Dad used to tell us, said hard head make a soft ass.
Yeah. You want to run with me?
You want to ride with me, boy? Yeah.
Hey, nah, y'all don't understand because we half West Indian. My pops is St. Lucian. So I mean, like when I say he sound like old boy off of Belly, I mean he for real sound like old boy off of Belly.
Real bad man.
Yeah. We don't got none of that accent like that. But nah, man, like my dad. When I say heavy, I'm talking about heavy, and man,
to the point where our friends asking, "What is he saying?" You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. My dad, I grew up watching like these. Me and my pops, man. I be sitting on his belly and whatnot, watching kung fu movies and all this, man. So when we got, when we got older or whatnot, man, you might, everybody have some friends over or something like that, and my dad would come out and he'd do some old, some old
Some out of
embarrassing
pocket.
ass shit.
I'm like, Dad, come on, man. And think he would thought that was the funniest shit ever too, boy.
It wasn't funny at all, man.
Right.
It's funny now talking about it, but
yeah. My mom's gonna be sitting there laughing because she thought he was the funniest man on earth.
Oh man, yeah, buddy.
Oh, we got some stories, boy.
Yeah, man. What we got, man? Hey, Vernon Starr, what's happening, man? Hey, Red Leash.
Vernon.
Red Leash, what's happening? Yeah, I'm glad you could kick it with us, man. I hope we making your day go by a little smoother, man. We up here chopping it up about contract law and I guess the mistakes I made in business. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, it ain't just we all made, man. We just picking on you for right now. We all do it. We all do it.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's right, Vernon, man. You say first, the person has to have a product that people may want. Second, a business plan and a projection that doesn't hurt. But and that's what I was talking about yesterday, Vernon. So let's just say, check this out, bro. Let's just say you have a product that people want. They want it, and culturally based and a lot of stuff in us will be like, man, okay, they want this product, and you selling your product hand to hand, typically because it might be that was your surrounding, or that's just the easy way to get to it because you seeing it's working. So now you doing it hand to hand, and you forget all about handling the business. So all you doing is you getting cash, you're not paying taxes, you know what I'm saying? You going through the, have a registered company, everything, because you got that product, and that's where a lot of us mess up at. We don't get out there and handle business, and then being that we got the product and it's selling or it's something that people want, we get out there and we half-ass the business and try to cut a whole bunch of quarters, and it come back and bite us in the ass. And that's what, you know what I'm saying? That's where we getting at with the contract law. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us might have some game, might have a product that people want, or a service that they can provide, and they out here providing it, but and it's working, but they're not handling the business side of the matter on the back end. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's a step-by-step process, but skipping steps. Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Appreciate it, man, for stopping by, bro. Yeah.
Salute.
Yeah, man.
About what they talking about.
Man,
I thought I would stop in for a minute, brother. A minute,
yeah.
Man, a minute. A minute.
Nah, he just came through to drop some game, and I'm out. Boom. Yeah.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said the quality of the team. Yeah, that's true. Gotta have a solid team, man. Gotta have a solid team.
Yeah.
And that's because look, that goes with what you were saying yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Now whether your team is close knit or whether it's it don't matter, as long as everybody's playing their role and everything functions the way it's supposed to, then you're gonna get money all day. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have issues, but you're gonna have disagreements and problems that's gonna rise, but that's business. You know what I'm saying? That's what comes with business. So, but having that solid team is what's gonna make that a lot easier. You know what I'm saying? You can deal with the problems like, oh damn, that happened. All right, cool. All right, yeah, okay, yeah, you know what to do. Okay, cool. All right, all right, you got it. All
Yeah.
right, and then you can get back to business. You know what I'm saying? But when it's all on you, man.
Well, yeah, the thing, and also, okay, let's break this down, man. But because you can't say that and just be like, and leave it at that, because that's kind of like you not going into detail. Because when you start speaking of a team and you start speaking of a business, it's a lot of factors that go into that. You, for the most part, you would like a team that you don't have to micromanage. Period. You know what I'm saying? That's the number one goal. That's the number one objective, to have a team that you do not have to micromanage. But let's talk about, going into business, and it's a difference between a team and business partners. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I was saying. So because you can't just broadly speak over that. So, and I want to make this clear to everybody who's understanding the seriousness of having a business partner and having a team, and the importance of both, or one or the other. You know what I'm saying? So as far as having a business partner, whether it's and this is just me, this is just for me getting burned or getting, going through having a bad experience per se. When you have a business partner, whether it's your homeboy, your brother, a straight business partner that is strictly about the business, that's how y'all linked up, or whatever the case may be, whoever is your business partner, you guys are married. That's what it is. No matter, no homo, no funny stuff or nothing, but you guys are married, because, and I'll break it down, because you guys have to do everything that a married couple would do besides sleep with each other. You got to file taxes together. If you're making a financial move, they got to be aware of it. I mean, all the things that you would think that is your business partner.
Out, bro.
Who, me? I went out. Can you hear me? Yo, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Oh, okay. Where did I go out at?
I heard you up until the very end. That might just be Pimp's connection over there.
Yeah. So you are married to your business partner. So everything that you have to do everything together. If they got bad spending habits, it's going to affect you. You know what I'm saying? If they got if they got bad credit, you got bad credit. You understand? Because that's what happens when you have a business partner. So that is a vital thing. So I would always tell people like this, with my experience and what Big A has been through: if you married, you might as well go ahead and make your wife your business partner, even if she don't have nothing to do with the business. And I'll break it down to you why. Because if you married and your wife has nothing to do with the business, and y'all go through a divorce, she gonna get half anyway. You understand? So if y'all are gonna get divorced and y'all decide to keep the business, you both have interest invested in that business. So that business could go up or it could go down, but either way it go, if it go down, y'all 50-50. So you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It might go down in the flame either way it go. You know what I'm saying? So imagine you having a business partner outside of your marriage, your business partner, and then you getting a divorce, and it affect the entire business. So that's why I would always tell people, hey man, if you married, man, and you really thinking about getting a business, think about this. If you go get this business while you are married, not before you married, but while you are married, you might as well make your wife your business partner. But that's just me. Now, and it's a difference between having a homeboy that you could turn, you know what I'm saying? Oh, that's what I'm saying. I was just about to get to that, Tony. I was just about to get to that. So that's what I'm saying. So sometimes with your vision and your financial conscious and the whole nine, you might have a homeboy or a potential business partner, but you might need to control that wheel. So your business part, instead of them making your business partner, hire them as a manager. Because if anything, if y'all have a fallout or whatever the case may be, it's a cut and dry situation. You know, a lot of us get jump into this stuff. And we be trying to, you know, oh, we gonna do this and we gonna do that, man. And y'all bump heads and you know, y'all, like I say, y'all are married. That means y'all have to divorce from the business. That's costly. It affects everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of work that y'all put into this to making it happen. And a lot of people don't think about that going into it. Contract law. When you go to sign that contract and you signing it with a business partner, you are then, it's just like it's just like you married. Because now, no matter what you do, you got to file taxes together. You know? So, yeah, I was just putting that out there, man. Yep. Yeah. Oh, and yeah, that's right, Vernon. So I got a perfect example for y'all. Check this out. Because Big A be on it, man. I be on it, man. So check this out. Russell Simmons, man. And Ed, why are you here? Just so they know I ain't blowing smoke out my ass. Who is our next door neighbor? Ed. Oh, he ducked off on me. Ed, your mic on mute.
My bad. Yeah, that was Kamar Lee's brother.
Russell Lee, who?
Kamar Lee Simmons' brother.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know, Russell Simmons' wife's brother. You know, really it was his Russell Simmons' father bought his mother that house, and his son went to go stay with his mother. And you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be. But anyway, that just made me dive into Russell Simmons. I want to know about I want to know all this stuff about Russell, man. And Russell married Kamoy Lee Simmons. Kamoy Lee, and then Russell started his clothing line. When Russell Simmons started his clothing line, it was Fat Farm. He had another clothing line before that. It went out, or whatever the case may be, or he changed the name. But he had Fat Farm. He got with Kamoy Lee Simmons. She started designing his clothes for him. So he was like, all right, I tell you what, how about this? We could create she wanted her own line. So he created a Baby Fat. Baby Fat was his company. And it was a smart move too, because now you got your company, a company under me, you know, it's still Fat Farm, but it's Baby Fat. And when they went through their whole spiel and went through a divorce, guess what? He kept his company and he gave a Baby Fat. They split and went their way, you know. But not everybody end up like that, you know. Nah, for real.
True.
Yeah, man. I've been long-winded, man. Y'all go. What's up, pimps?
Nah, I'm just burning right though, man.
Yeah.
Burning right.
Yeah.
She has to buy you out, or she has to shut up and deal with it.
Yep. That's what I'm saying. And let's just say that y'all were to get a divorce, because I'm and this is, you know, this really is for men middle age and up, because this is a situation that middle age and up usually run into but it's usually after you've been married, you got some years under your belt, and I've seen it happen. I could tell you I could give you a couple of stories of how people beat it too, but I've seen it happen. You married for a few years, you start a company in the whole nine, you 10 years, 5 years into a marriage, she want a divorce. All this you got invested into this company, you got to shut it down because she getting half and she being messy with it. You know, so I'll tell you, I worked in the construction industry, and it was a construction company, an owner of a construction company that was going through a divorce. So he knew he was going through a divorce, and like, you know, we in construction, you know, it's the topic people be talking and stuff like that. So he knew he was going through a divorce, but he was the one who was going to initiate the divorce with his wife. So what he did was he waited He shut down his company first. Shut down his company, sold all his equipment, then divorced her, then opened his company back up.
Oh, so that's what happened?
Yes. 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 So
Gotta
you know,
gotta be quicker than that.
I think that one, huh?
Yes. Yes. So you nah, but I'm just saying, man. So it's like these are things that, you know, he understood contract law. He understood contract law. You know what I'm saying? So these are things that mean everything. Everything. You know. But yeah, you know. Pimps, what's up?
Nah, man, you're right, bro. You're right.
Yeah.
And there's different ways that you can get the same result. Now, my way, I do foreign trust, right? You create you a foreign trust. You put everything in a holding company under that foreign trust, and then it's outside of U.S. jurisdiction. Now nobody can touch it.
Yeah.
Okay, we listen to a lot of hip hop. We grew up on the rap, you know, hip hop culture. You heard like Jay-Z and certain artists, you know, I got offshore accounts and I got this. That's what they talking about.
Yep.
How you gonna have an offshore account? If it's offshore, that means it's outside of U.S. jurisdiction. If you're a U.S. citizen, how is that? You understand what I'm saying? How does that work?
Yeah. But
this is how they you know what I'm saying? We talking about earlier, loopholes.
Yeah. Yep. And that's the thing, man. It's plenty of loopholes. There's plenty of stuff that we could take advantage of from the beginning with no money, with nothing but just opportunity. You know, but you gotta have the resources, or you gotta have the right mind to go out there and find it, or know that you don't have the right mind to find and know somebody who could, you know, put you in that right seat as far as the knowledge.
Yep. And use contract law to your advantage, even in your marriage. That's why I say prior, I think it was like the first or second live, I was talking about why I say I don't agree with marriage. Not in the aspect of me being with a woman and us being evenly yoked and building together. No, I'm talking about the aspect of me including the state in my union. Yeah. So whereas now the state and this woman can access my bank account or my funds or my capital with or without my consent. But it's all because of the contract that you signed, the marriage contract.
Yeah. Yep. And you know, I got a few customers that have a, you know, a little bit of change and whatnot. And you would, and think about this. A lot of times people don't think about this. Right now, you know, or, you know, in your situation, I can't speak for everybody or what they got going on. Like, the more money you have, the scarier it is to deal with anybody in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? If you single and you know, or whatever the case may be, because, you know, you gotta, it becomes more than just protecting yourself. It becomes protecting your assets also. So with that being said, even now, and I wish we would really have that mind state now, but it becomes more powerful, like, you know, the more money you have. Like if you had $10 million, a couple million, or whatever the case may be, and you single and you getting up in age or whatever the case may be, mid-age, 30s, 40s, man, you're gonna be real careful how you maneuver and move around, you know, women. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, at the end of the day, man, you know, your assets could be, you know, cut in half or more. We should carry that same, you know, mentality when it comes to handling business, all types of stuff, but we don't. You know? Yes, sir.
Yeah. But yeah.
Go ahead.
But But dealing with that, bro, like this is why I say contract law is important and understanding contract law. There's laws that govern contracts. You need to know these laws, therefore you know what contracts are good for you, what contracts aren't good for you, what to look for in a contract. The verbiage that's used in the contract. Lawyers talk legalese. The average nigga don't speak legalese. If I ask you, Big A, do you understand what I'm telling you? In your mind, you think regular English, right? Oh, he's asking me, do I comprehend what he's telling me? Yes, I comprehend what he's telling me. Yes, I understand. No, that's not what I said. What I said was, in legalese, do you understand me means do you stand under my jurisdiction? Do you stand under my authority? So if you say yes, now I can contract with you. Yeah. Because you accepted my offer. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Man. Yeah.
So there's different types of contracts. Us three being on this panel today is a contract. We all agreed to be here at this time and this day. That was an agree. You could have said no. You could have turned the offer down. Yeah. Everybody agreed to the terms of the contract. Okay, we're gonna be on this live. We're gonna talk. We're gonna for a certain amount of time. You agree? Okay, yes, I agree with that. That's a contract.
Mm-hmm.
You a contract. Your brother's a contract. I'm a contract. Didn't our parents lay down to agree to come together and have sex to make us?
Yep.
That's a contract. So everything is contractual. Everything. So New Jack City, they said, man, it's always business, never personal. That's the really shit. Once I learned this shit, I'm like, damn, that shit hit different now.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
But understanding contract law, bro, is important, bro. We sign a lot of contracts and we don't read the terms and conditions. We don't know I ain't trying to be graphing up, but hey, you got people sign these record deals. I'm starting to think now, Diddy might have put something in the contracts, but you gotta maybe top him off every Thursday at 7 p.m. You know what I'm saying? And just to be, take that. Like, what? Wait a minute, hold on. Now you agreed to a Playboy. Look, Playboy right here, Playboy on page 7, Playboy.
Well, I got one better.
You gotta take that. You agreed to it.
I got one better for you, man. Charlie Murphy. I mean, not Charlie Murphy. What you call it, man? What's his name, man? Charlie played in Naked Gun. I mean, not Naked Gun, but Charlie Sheen. Yeah, Charlie Sheen, man. Yep. Yeah. And he was doing people bad. Like he bad. Like, bro, he did them bad. Like he knew he was dirty. Yep. And he had man, yeah. Yep.
But that's the thing, bro. It's like you gotta protect yourself at all times, and the only way to do that is by being knowledgeable about what you get yourself into. That's the only way. We're going to marriage blind. Oh, she loved me. I love her. Oh, love is cool. Love is an emotion. That's why you do shit. When you in love, that's why I say the most dangerous man on the planet is a man in love, because he's not thinking logically and rationally. He's thinking with his emotions.
Yeah. Nah, for real.
Think about it. That's when this shit happened. She done got me for everything. Why? Because you was in love and you didn't protect yourself.
Yep.
You fell for her. She told, I love you. I would never leave you. I can't believe you don't trust me. And all that. As soon as I got you, bitch. She got your ass.
Yeah.
Sitting here looking stupid in the apartment. She and your man with another nigga swimming in your pool.
Yeah, man. I like I'm thinking about it. One of the coldest men I knew was Kamora Lee Simmons' pops, cause he was old, man, and he was still getting down. Still getting down with the young. I'm talking about with the youngsters. I'm not talking about like underage. They of age, but they young. I'm talking about he's like at this time he in the 60s, and he had one room over at that house where he would go handle his business. I went over there one time. I was rapping and stuff, and I'm like, man, because he had got some other kids on and stuff, and I'm like, man, I'm gonna go mess with him. My homeboy was like, man, don't you go knock on that door, man. He cussed me out good too. But now, man, he would be over there knocking them down or whatnot, and his wife his wife. I say salute to her. She like, shit, I'm too old for that. You can have that. I don't want none of that. You can go do his thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know. Yeah, man. Yeah. He was a fool with it. Yeah. Pimps, you over there eating, man? What you doing, bro? Yeah, nah, man, you over there trying, I'm putting you on fresh meat today, boy. Yeah, trying to duck off and chew and stuff. We sitting there talking and then ducking back 2-3 seconds later, man. Come on, man. What you doing, bro?
I'm reading these comments, so I'm trying to keep up with the comments. So that's why they can taunt stories like they want. Look, y'all ain't gonna tag team me. Goddamn jump me and shit.
I just want to know
I need where Dre at? I need to tag him. I want to have the Royal Rumble on live for WWE in this bitch right now. But
man, what's up?
Honey Badger said that's why they can taunt stories like they want because you legally can't consent. That's true.
Yes.
It's true.
Yes. Because you hip to it. Yeah. You hip. Yes, sir.
And Tony, what's
all right. Take it easy, Burn.
Burn out.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yep, Tony is sad. Boys will lose it all, man.
Yep, they gonna have to learn.
You know it, Tony. He been grubbing, trying to, you know what I'm saying? What you eating? Matter of fact, since we talking about it, what you eating, man?
I'm eating a salad from Carver.
Oh, yeah? Oh, you on that summertime stuff, huh?
Yeah, man, it's too hot, man. You know the heat, man. I want to eat all that heavy. No, I'd be somewhere up under a tree like a Mexican with my sombrero.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Hey, Red Leash, man, that's why we changed it to Shogun Unlimited, man, because it's unlimited content, man. But you know we dog base. You know this, Red Leash. You know this, man. But we got a little more for him. Oh, look, you done talked Dre up. I think you done talked him up. Oh, no, you didn't. You ain't talking about. You ain't talking about.
He's a man at work right now.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man, but on the cool, man, like I was talking about this at the barbershop the other day, and this came up. I think, and it's just like hypothetically speaking, but like check this out. What if the man didn't date the woman until he was 35 and the woman didn't date the man till she was 35 or 30, and all the man did was focus on his career up until that point, and all the woman did was focus on her career or focus on what she got going on. You know what I'm saying? Do you think that with you putting that time into your career and not being sidetracked, because remember we was talking about focusing, right? And losing focus. And you get to that point to where you are in your prime, in your career. Do you think you would make the same mistake? And mentally, do you think you would make the same mistakes you would have made as out the box? Mind you, you don't have the experience that you would have had out. Oh, he's stuffing his face over there. Yeah, what's up, man?
What's going on, man?
Yeah, what you think?
Man, repeat the question. I'm focused on two things. Repeat the question though.
Oh man, this is a perfect definition of men at work, man. My little brother over there trying to put in an alternator with a cigarette in his mouth while he got a carbonator on the left side. You know what I'm saying? Mr. CEO over there driving baby's kids around town, you understand, dropping them off. The full definition of men at work, man. It is what it is.
Yeah, because a man got to get to work tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. There you go. I know if you said his
Oh,
name
yeah,
three
so
times,
down.
if
Ding,
you
ding,
said
ding,
his
ding.
name
Let's
3
go. All
times,
you
he was
rumble.
gonna show up. I knew that. Yeah. Yeah.
They were trying to jump me, little cuz. They were trying to jump
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. Hey, Insane Honey Badger say genetically it would still be casual sex. So if it comes down to discipline, but if you talking in a state of readiness, then experience plays a role. Exactly. That's what we were. That's what we were talking about. Because we were thinking like no matter how dedicated you are to your career, with lack of experience of trial and error, you probably make the same mistake you would make when you when you were younger.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. Tony
Yeah.
multitask.
Yeah. Yeah. You gotta be good at it too.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Ain't no speed. That's true.
Yeah. Yep.
Trial and error.
Yep. Nah, for real, man. Dre, what's up, man? Oh, he getting it together.
Yeah, work too.
Yeah, he came up here just to say he got something to say. He just he probably get himself together out the gym or whatnot. Yeah, yeah, man. But now I was talking about my business mistakes. Let's talk about Mr. CEO's business mistakes.
Man, look, man, I don't even know where to start. Like,
I don't know who lives longer. You know?
Like literally, bro, I fucked up so much. I fucked up every way you can fuck up to the point where I can't not get it right because I done did it every way you can't get it right. So it's like I gotta get it right because I done it every way you can do it wrong.
Yeah, man. Yep.
But yeah, man, I just start with just all right. Well, my first business ever, my pressure washing business.
Yeah.
It was during the pandemic, I had bread, I'm, sitting at home, ain't nobody working, we just sitting around eating, and we done watched every movie on Netflix, and, I done everything, I done started a garden, I done all this stuff I wanted to do that I've been putting off, now I'm bored. So I'm like, man, I gotta do something, man, so I got into watching, like pressure washing videos, like, on some ASMR type shit,
Yeah.
It was therapeutic. I just like seeing filthy, nasty shit get clean. It's like, wow, I didn't know that was up under there. So it went from that to me actually purchasing the pressure washer and, messed the siding up on my house and, etched the driveway. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And, but
uh-oh. You went out. You there? Yeah. Speaking of messing up on business, yes.
But nah, like I said, I messed a couple people, customers' houses up, a couple driveways.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Extra driveway, messed the siding up.
Did you have
experience?
Did you have insurance?
Yes, so that's what I said before I went out. Yes, I did have insurance, thankfully. Woo. So I didn't have to really come out of pocket, but I went through about 3 insurance agencies before, I kind of got it together.
I'm so glad you said that. Now, your first insurance company, you overpaid, didn't you?
Yep.
Woo! Man, that is the story around the board, man. You know what I'm saying? These are the...
my policy. I half the shit on it I didn't even need. But that's how I said it's knowing all these things. And I could have went to an advisor. I could have went to a lawyer. I could have went to a.
But you didn't.
I didn't. I didn't. So
me too.
I wasted a lot of money. I wasted a lot of time. I wasted a lot of energy. Because you got to think, I'm doing these jobs, right? I may do soft wash a house, right? And they made, because I do add-ons. So, I might be like, hey, I do driveways too. Your driveway. Oh yeah, well, I don't know. I'm thinking about it. But let me do this little pad, right? This is what I used to do. This is how I used to get them all the time. Anybody listening to this free game, I give you this one for free. If you have a pressure washing business, right? I always tell youngins it's the easiest way to get into the industry and to make money. You can go even if you don't have a pressure washer, you don't have the money to buy one. You can go rent one. They got Lowe's, Home Depot. Get your little 4 gallon. 4 GPM, 4 gallon per minute pressure washer. That's the minimum I would say get is a 4 gallon per minute. For residential, that's good enough. And
how much was it costing back then?
To rent one, I think it was like $1 something a day. I think I got one from Home Depot, the little DeWalt, 4 gallon per minute from DeWalt, the DeWalt one from Home Depot. I think I was paying like $1 something a day, but that $1 something a day included like everything. You know what I mean? The only thing I had to have was my surfactant and now peep the verbiage. See, this is how I used to get them. You don't say, because it ain't nothing but bleach and bleach and soap. That's all it is. That's all it is I'm using to clean, right? But the customer don't know that.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? You say surfactant. I'm giving up the game because I'm tired of all these gatekeepers. They act like this, and people be thinking of these because you go on YouTube, look up pressure wash. Yeah, I my pressure wash business. We use surfactant, a high concentrated form of surfactant, and SH, and that's what cleans your house. It's like, bro, shut the hell up. Like, nigga, it's bleach. SH is sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide, bro. Because I'm telling you, I had to look all this shit up, but.
Yeah.
Hold on. Think about when you started think about when you started your business, right? There was things that you didn't know, right? So you would go to different people, or you might watch a YouTube video, or you might go on social media and look something up, whatever. And you got people that's making content, but it's like they just be talking in circles. It's like, bro, just what do you guys use all these big words for?
Because the content is their product. They selling you the product.
But the product sucks. It sucks. The product, it takes too long. Look, hear me out. This is why I say it sucks. It takes too goddamn long. You know how you got all the safety shit to be on it. You got the thick ass plastics. You need some scissors to cut it open, or you gotta, rip it. It's like, god damn, it takes so much to get to the product. I don't even want the shit once I get to it. It's like my hands hurt. I'm tired. Like I don't. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the packaging. It's too much to unpack what I'm trying to get to. I'm hungry. I order a burger. I don't want it in a lock box inside of a safety deposit box inside of a bank inside of with a security guard. I don't. It's too much. Yeah. And so that's why I'll be like, I just try to cut it straight to the, get to the meat there, because that's what you're here for anyway. You just want to know, look, I got a pressure wash. I'm trying to make some money. All right, bet, young man. Well, let me tell you this how you do it. All that, well, you need to, first you want to get your LLC together, and once you do that, you want to do this and that. Bro, if you trying to make money, I tell youngins this all the time. You got to think, bro, how we came up, bro, we hustlers. So we know how to get money. But
that's what I be saying. But go ahead.
Yeah. We know how to get money, but it's learning how to get money legally and keeping that money. Keeping it, right? Securing the bag. Everybody say, oh, you got to secure the bag. But how do you do that? How is your bag secure if you don't even understand asset protection? Yeah. You don't have a trust set up. You have no anonymity, nothing. You have nothing in place to protect you from lawsuits, from crazy baby mamas, ex-wives. You ain't got nothing in place to protect you in business. Yeah. That's different. Just like when you in the streets, bro, you ain't gonna leave the house without your strap on you, right? So that's your strap. Your strap is your protection. That's your asset protection. You the asset. That pack that's on you, that's the asset. In order to protect that, you need something to protect you. That's your strap. So your strap is your trust. Think of your gun is your trust. It's fully loaded. It's locked and loaded. Ain't nobody trying me with this.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying, man. Yeah, that's what I was saying, because it's like, man, a lot of us jump into the legitimate game, missing a whole bunch of pieces to the puzzle. We got the product and the product is selling, or we got this and that, and we still in that street mentality. We like, shoot, it's just hand to hand, or I get it to you around, via, the mail. And I'm talking about 100% legit. I'm talking about clothes, whatever the case may be. I can get it through the mail. Like we can go hand to hand, but I'm not doing it legit. Right. because I'm still in that street mode. I'm still from that hustler mentality street mode. You not handling your bit, huh?
No, but that's the issue too, because this is the disconnect that we have, right? Especially the young brothers. We view, right, structure. We view the anything dealing with the government, anything dealing with the state, anything dealing with federal government, we automatically, that's that. Nah, I ain't. Because we don't understand we don't have a foundation in what these things are and why they're in place. Because they really need to benefit you. But if you view it as, that's the white man's this, or that's that's 12. I ain't fucking around with 12. I ain't no snitch. I ain't going to the courthouse to do this and do that. If the only time you step in the courthouse, your county courthouse, is when you got a charge, you fighting the case, my brother, you don't know.
It's too late. It's too late. But that's the name of the game. That's the name of the game. That's the name of the game. That's it right there. Hey, I'm not gonna know the law until I get caught up by the law. Shit! Now I need to learn the law.
Exactly. Don't wait until you doing a stretch to try to. Now you want to get the law books. Now you want to be a fucking an attorney. No, fuck that.
Right.
If you in the fucking street, fuck the streets. If you whatever you doing in life, right? Whether you it's illegal, I don't care what you doing. You got a product or a service. You need to understand what the fuck you getting yourself into from top to bottom.
Yeah.
Know the game that you playing, because all this shit is a fucking game. I don't give a fuck what game you in. Know the fucking game. How do you know the game? You need to know the rules. Once you know the rules of the game, now you know what you can do, what you can't do, and you know what everybody else can do and can't do. Think about when you playing, I'm gonna use Uno. Y'all gonna laugh at this. Think about Uno. Now everybody know when niggas play Uno, you got nigga rules and then you got the official rules, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So the nigga rules have to be established when in the beginning of the game. All right, do y'all play stacks? Or y'all play pile-ons? Okay, y'all. All right, y'all do no. Okay, we ain't. All right, cool. Because we all know shit could get real if we get into this game, and then you trying to tell me I can't put my draw 4 on top of your draw for nigga? What do you mean? What do you mean? What are you talking about? What do you mean I can't put my draw 4 on top of your draw?
Hey man, it look like you going down memory lane, man.
I am going down memory lane, but I'm just saying. But I'm using that as an example. So basically, what I'm saying is, bro, you have to establish that, but that's still a contract, right? Because we all agreeing, we're all in agreement. We all parties to this game, right?
A verbal contract,
a verbal agreement. You see what I'm saying? Yes. So if anybody tries to, Big A be like, no, I ain't say that. Nah, hold on, bro. You said at the beginning of the game. You
didn't speak up when everybody spoke on it, you know. So that means you in agreement too.
And you know what I'm happy you said that. That's called tacit acquiescence.
Yes.
Tacit acquiescence.
What he said.
That means,
I don't know. What he said. Yeah.
Tacit, I'm telling you in law, in legalese, in law, that's what it's called. It's called tacit acquiescence. So, and this is why I say you got to look up the administrative process. The administrative process is what they do to us every single day, and this is how they've been finessing getting over on us. It's called the administrative process. You can Google it. If I send you a note, if I say, hey, Big A, a broke ass nigga. And if Big A doesn't respond, right? He doesn't rebut. That's a claim. I made a claim. If Big A doesn't rebut my claim, then my claim stands as law. That means it's true. Now, is it really true? No. But guess what? He didn't rebut it. So if he doesn't rebut it, that's called tacit acquiescence.
I mean, you can take it and run with it.
It stands as law. You didn't rebut my claim. So my claim said, ain't that how I go? Whether in a courtroom or whether in the street. If everybody, oh man, Big A, a bitch ass nigga, man, I slap shit out Big A. Everybody, ooh, I tell you, hey Big A, did you hear he in the street talking crazy, bro? He talking about, man, he see you, he gonna slap the hell out you.
No, I got one better for you. It's one better for you. Let's just say we can go domestic violence, so we can go anything dealing with the law. If your wife or the girl that you was dealing with, or a girl deals with somebody and they, call the laws and say that you apply pressure to them in a physical way, you don't say anything, you guilty. You 120% guilty. You stand before the judge, you don't say anything, you 120% guilty.
That's right. Tacit acquiescence, and that's what they want. But you can't speak in court anyway. That's a whole nother conversation right there. But you can't speak in court anyway. That's
you know what I'm saying.
Represented.
Yeah.
No, represented. Represented. Because you can't present yourself because you have no standing. The court can't hear you.
Yeah. Right.
You're not your proper person. You're a ward of the state. I ain't going to go. You done got me fired up, man. I ain't. I'm talking about something totally, like I said, contract law. Let's stay on top. Contract law is important, man, because I time and time, every day. All right, for instance, I just recently purchased a vehicle, right? And the state of Maryland sucks, man. I swear to God, like doing business in Maryland is, oh my God, they in a deficit like $3 million. They think they slick because they trying to put the squeeze on the citizens to try to recruit. Nah, not this one. But so where was I going with that? Contract law. So I see, all right, for instance, I was at the NBA, right? I'm seeing I'm seeing foreigners. I'm seeing, actual citizens, just having issues, stupid issues. It's stuff that I'm hearing. You sit back, 'cause you in there for like 8 hours anyway. Just to get some tags. But I'm like, man, I'm just sitting back listening. I'm talking to people and I'm listening to their conversation. People flipping out. You know how it be in the NBA. It's crazy in it. So this one guy, he was not Ethiopian. What's the other ones above? Eritrean. I can't never say it right, but I was rapping with him or whatever, and his issue was he had just purchased a box truck that he wanted to use to make some money. Right, he got a business. He ordered it from another. He bought it from another business. Right, who would, I guess they must have purchased new trucks, so they just auctioned off or sold their old ones. And he bought it at auction, and he was trying to get it titled, and they were trying to tell him, oh, well, you have Easy Pass fines or fees that you need to handle before we can title it. He's like, wait a minute, I just purchased it. How do I have fines and fees on a vehicle that I just bought? Yeah. So, of course, everybody's incompetent. So all of the staff, they just, and this is one thing I'm kind of venting right now. I know y'all have experienced this too. I don't know what it is about state employees. If you work for the state, if you hear this video, you work for the state.
Oh, damn. Here we go. Come on with it.
No, I'm serious, bro. Like, if you're not happy with life, you just you're overweight and old and ugly. You got that four hairs growing off of that mole on your chin. It's not my fault. I apologize on behalf of the world, okay? I don't know who hurt you, all right? I don't really care. I'm just trying to get my shit done, right? Whether it's you at the social services, whether you at the NVA, I don't know what it is with these state employees. Everybody got an attitude, everybody angry, everybody annoyed, everybody on their phone. Nobody want to do their damn job. And you know what was crazy, bro? I was in the NVA and I told everybody in there, I'm like, look, all of y'all are soon going to be unemployed because they're going to have AI doing your jobs. So you, ma'am, on your phone.
Wait, hold up. How did you tell them? Did you make it a public announcement?
Yes, just like I'm telling you right now. I was in the middle of the fucking NBA. I was standing by the information counter, and I'm talking to the young lady, and she's telling me some shit from 2011.
Oh, damn.
Oh yeah, you got to pay something from some shit. I had a million damn cars. I'm like, which car? Yeah. I don't know. I could just see the year. I'm like, well, what year was it? 2011. I'm like, on 2011 I had with that damn Marquise. I'm like, it's got to be that Grand Marquise. So I'm like, what is? Oh, it's a insurance, some shit. I'm like, look, y'all always making up some shit. Now I just paid the fucking Easy Pass shit. Then the guy told me come down here. Everybody's incompetent. Nobody knows their job. Nobody wants to do their job. And it's like, I bring on the machines, bring on the robots. I'm ready for our robot. Goddamn it, I can't take it no more.
Oh man.
Hey man, you ain't lying though.
Look. And they only realize, look, I went to McDonald's the other day. I don't eat that shit, but I had to use the bathroom. So I go in there and use the bathroom. I'm coming out, and I just happen to turn to look, and I'm like, damn, they don't even have cashiers at the counter no more.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna wake up and see what's going on, bro. When are they gonna wake up?
They gonna wake up.
The only human beings that are left working in McDonald's are the fucking people flipping the fries and cooking the burgers.
Yeah.
So Mata Soul and Maria ain't about to have a job pretty soon either, because they gonna have fucking our robot doing that shit.
Yeah. Usam, what's happening, man? Soul. Yeah, what's
What's
happening,
good,
bro?
Soul?
What's going on?
Who's son? What's good?
Yeah, man. Yeah, that DMV can take you for a loop, man.
Yeah.
Don't be laughing at me, Tony. Tony laughing.
Man, I'm telling you,
Hold on,
man.
Quick said he did the same thing. Quick, okay,
Oh,
he did
yeah?
the pressure washing. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So he was doing the pressure washing. But yeah,
Yep.
back to that though, like the pressure washing thing, man. Like I tell youngins, like it's a lot of hustles, man. And I learned this from the white boys.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking with the white boys, you know what I'm saying? Especially down in North Carolina, but up here too. You know, it's an easy way to make some money. You know, you can you got a little truck, you got your van, get your pressure washer, you know, get you a couple hoses, and you can start making some money. For less than $1,000, you can have a business making money.
Man, you want to talk about side hustles? Man, I have seen every side hustle under the sun, stuff that you wouldn't even believe, man. Like, I mean, you would believe it, but I'm just saying, like, bro, my homeboy, he used to work at a tire shop, you know, and we used to be, you know, we bring our cars over there, man, fool around as our little meetup spot while he's at work, and, you know, might get an oil change or, you know, work done. Man, it'd be another tire company pulling around back to the used tires and grabbing the tires, burning off with them. You know, that type stuff. You know, people riding around grabbing old what's that stuff that you put the little wooden things, man. I got a brain for it. I can't think of it.
The pilots. I know what you're talking. I done done that before too.
Right.
Go to one spot warehouse, they giving them away. Go to other warehouse, sell them. Bro, I done done it all, bro. I done sold everything but my hands, man.
I'm talking about, I know people that will go around the restaurants and take the oil, ask them if they getting rid of the grease, because you can get paid for that. You know, man, there's all types of little stuff that you would never even think. I had a homeboy who had a junkyard. He owned a junkyard, man. I'm talking about out at Kenlock, you know, and man, I'm talking about he told me, man, he told me, hey, this is better than dope. This is better than dope. People pulling their junk up to you and you giving them pennies for it. And you turning around and like, man, it's out there, man. It's out there. Shoot, I was thinking about starting a company right now because they always building around Texas. You know, they no matter where you going in Texas, they build. It's nails galore out of each neighborhood. You know, people always getting flat tires. I was thinking about starting a business and just walk in the neighborhood, getting like a trailer that had like a little magnet and driving through the neighborhood and picking up nails and charging the HOA, you know, make everybody charge everybody extra $10 in the neighborhood. And I'll come through once a week and clean the nails up. Like little shit like that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, we've been chopping it up for a minute, man.
It's past time.
It's past that time, man. I just looked at the clock.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So you know what it is, man. You know, we got that Digital Dog Show coming up this month, man. And it's gonna be the first week of June, you know, for May. Over $600 in cash prizes, man, for all winners in their category. We got 3 free t-shirt giveaways on that day, but you got to be in the chat to get them. Plus, we got a Dog of the Week coming up on Friday. And every dog that makes Dog of the Week has a chance to win Dog of the Month. I will be giving them a free t-shirt. And they get cash prizes. And we'll be showing the dog all month. And the Dog of the Week gets showcased all week with a chance to win a spot at Dog of the Month. Not only that, we have the Obedience Challenge coming up, man. You guys can get you guys can start entering now into the Obedience Challenge. into the Digital Dog Show and Dog of the Week on our WhatsApp. We got a few things coming this month, man. We got a couple of documentaries. Documentaries might not hit this month, but we do have a drama series, a limited drama series, 2 of them actually, that will be heading your way with a couple of short movies also. So y'all look forward to that, man. But other than that, you know what it is, man. We'll be back here around 6:30 a.m. Central. Ed,
Yes,
man,
sir.
I appreciate you coming through and being official.
Like a ref and a whistle.
Official like a what?
Banging a pistol.
Official like a
Like an
what?
architect with a chisel.
Ooh, wee! I like the way you said that there, boy.
Hey, like some
Hey.
with the gristle, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, you know what I'm saying? What he said. But yeah, man, where can they find you at, bro?
Got my Instagram up and running. Content coming soon.
Wee.
You can follow me at DJ EJ Midwest Maestro on Instagram.
Uh-huh.
YouTube and stuff coming soon too. Working on that, so stay tuned, y'all.
Yeah.
I'll be up and running shortly.
Yeah, and I'm trying to get him up here to do like a 2-hour, hour DJ set, you know, maybe once a day or, you know, on Fridays or Saturday or something like that, man. And y'all can get y'all requests in. He know there's one thing, he came up under me and my pops. My pops was a DJ also, man. So he got a nice little
I know a little something.
Yeah, he know a little something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. For all you old schools out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He's been with y'all too. Don't get
I was watching that Keenan Pell, whatever it is, where they playing that old school.
play some
of that old school. Yeah, what you mean, Run DMC? No, man, I'm talking about that old school, man. Yeah, man. But Pimps, what's up, man?
Yes, sir. Man, y'all already know, man. I'm everywhere you ain't never there, man. YouTube, been at work, Pimps Over Simps, TikTok.
Salad bar.
At
Salad bar.
Yeah, no, it ain't the bar, but it's a salad though.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. TikTok. You got El Loco Morano. That's the music page. You got Acidoni Worldwide for you nasty niggas. But also on X. Also. You niggas nasty. But also Kelly Lip Collections on Instagram, TikTok. But I forget. Men at Work as well on TikTok. But yeah, man, we working, bro. You know, ain't nothing changed, bro.
Ain't nothing changed. Yep. Put the day, the time, and the grind.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Yeah, so shoot, we gonna get up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all kicking it with us, man. I hope we made y'all day go by smoother, man. But appreciate you hanging around for this binge-worthy content, man. And we out.
Peace.
Yes, peace.
Yeah. Beat drop slow, head not flow. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Sack it from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breathe for clout, we breathe for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die. Started with Boogeyman, ghost in the chain, locked in the game, never move for fame. Old mountain lions run deep in the flame. Socket bought the fire, Michonne brought the name. Then came Fat Boy, muscle in the frame. Man, hard, put respect on the name. Shotgun smooth, but the work insane. Sugar sweet jit, but a bite ain't tame. Kiki in the back, had a game in the veins. Gatorade heavy, ran it straight through the rain. Red Ninja close, watch him work in the lane. Renegade rider can't hold that chain. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Socket from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave him clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die. Ain't no luck, just grit and grind. Every dog here put work in time. Lady Rage got that fire in her eyes. Red alert taught us how to recognize signs. Blood heavy like a 2-ton chain. Everything proven, no need to explain. They asked what's in it, that yellow campaign. Built off real, we don't fake no strain. Second was the flame, Michonne lit the wick. If you know, then you know that line too slick. From the field to the show, every move so thick you can't blueprint this. It's the legacy pick. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Second from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breathe for clout, we breathe for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die.